Welcome, I'm Bonnie Serratore with Spiritual Acceleration, and today I want to give you the January energy update. Okay, this is really important. This month, there's a lot of really big energy happening, and the energy frequency, the title I'm giving it is Sparks of Light. Okay, so when we think of sparks of light, that's always a good thing. So on the bigger picture of it all, and remember, this is globally, all the way around the planet for everyone, because it's coming in on the energy frequencies, it's coming on planetarily, how things are lining up, and then the energies that are hitting the earth. And then two, because the new paradigm is happening, that's those awesome sparks of light, rays of light that are coming in. So first, I just want to say that in January, there is a lot of really heaviness, heavy energy, a lot of darker, heavier energy that surrounds the entire planet. And that heavy energy can feel like a density on people. Like, for example, you can feel like almost like there's a cloak of energy, like almost like you're wearing a blanket, a heavy blanket on you. Okay. What that does is it causes a bit of a suppression. What I mean by that is, when we're fully open and our hearts are open and there's a lot of light, okay, there's a full expression, we feel free, we feel lighter, we feel like we can get things done, we can accomplish stuff, we can succeed. There's a lightness and brightness, okay? So with this darker energy that's shrouding the planet and every human being, it's like let's imagine putting a blanket on you. And so you're not really in that state of, feeling your heart so open, feeling all the excitement and aliveness. And there's also something too with, this is like dead of winter, okay? For us, not everywhere in the world, but for the US, we're in the dead of winter. That's also a coming in time. And for the parts of the world where it's more like they're going into their summer, it's still there. There's still that blanket of energy. So those that are in different parts of the world where they're going into the lighter time of their year, what it's going to be doing is it won't be quite as heavy because of the lightness of the sun and all of that, but there's still going to be a blanket. Okay, you're still going to be blanketed, being held, okay, heavy, heavy, okay, and it'll have a feeling like you just kind of like want to shrug something off, almost like a feeling when we're carrying a heavy load. Think about that. Think how sometimes, we just feel like we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. It's not we really are, but it has that emotional feel to it, especially in our personal lives, our work lives, things that have to do with our own individual lives. We sometimes feel weighted down. Okay, so that's what it's going to feel like. You're going to feel weighted down. And the good news is the rays, there's like these sparks of light coming through, which is really cool. Okay, that energy is actually coming from the new paradigm. So let's just say we weren't in the new paradigm and we were just having this heaviness. Okay, it'd be heavy, dark, dank, depressed, no hope, nothing. Okay, heavy, heavy, heavy. Depression, like, oh my goodness, giving up. Okay, but thank goodness that's not what's happening. Those sparks of light are also penetrating that blanket. So just imagine, okay, that you got this heavy cloak, not just on your shoulders, but it's over your entire body. Almost like someone throws a wet blanket on you and the heaviness of the blanket. Okay. Oh, but wait, we got these sparks of light, these rays of light coming in through the blanket that are touching us, literally touching us, sparks of light touching us. So what it's going to do, it's going to actually help with that feeling of heaviness. So it is going to feel heavy, and at the same time, it's almost like a dichotomy in that, oh, it feels so heavy, but oh, something still feels positive. Something still feels somehow light, even though, whoa, I feel dense. I feel I weighted down. I feel, like it's just, I don't know if I can get through this, but wait, what is this? Lots of light, okay? Sparks of light, which is really cool. So in that heaviness, it's important for you to really understand what this means. Okay. So, for me, my desire is that we bring up all our subconscious wounding so that we can face it. That happens through our experiences with other. It happens when we get activated or triggered, having reactions, things of that nature, our belief systems, and they get activated. What it does is it brings to our awareness emotions. It doesn't mean they're good emotions, they feel good, but they're emotions. It shows us that, still have a lot of sadness inside, or maybe I'm feeling regret. Oh, maybe I'm feeling frustration. Maybe I'm feeling rage. Maybe I'm feeling hatred. Okay, doesn't matter. These are all negative emotions in the subconscious that always need to come up and be released so you don't continue constantly feeling these negative emotions. Okay, so here's the thing about any kind of emotion. If you don't clear it, heal it, know it, it doesn't just go away. So what you're doing is you're maintaining a state of being through that negative energy. And, you'll have different times where you can push it down, then it'll rise up, push it down, and it starts to come up again, and you push it down. But I want you to see this. Look, it's never leaving. If you don't go through it, if you don't know it, or if you don't have help, someone getting it out of your body, it's not going to leave. Okay? This is why we keep doing the same old repeatedly, lifetime after lifetime, because we did not know ourselves in a particular emotional energy. Okay, once we do, it opens. Look at this. See, open, open. Energy comes up, lifts up, and leaves the body. Okay. So most of humanity, we've all been doing this for, hundreds of thousands of years. We push down everything. That means everything. Let's just say even back in caveman days. Okay. Any survival, a lot of survival. Okay. A lot of angst happening. We didn't go through those emotions. They got buried. So then here we are now, in this time period. And we're still dealing with the same kind of survival stuff. Okay. Why? Because we didn't have the teachings. We didn't understand that by going through an emotion, you liberate it. Okay. This has nothing to do with karma. This is not about karma. This is about the soul evolving, knowing itself in all ways. Okay. And the way to do that is the surrender, the allowing, the knowing the emotion when it's rising up, letting it pass through the body with full awareness, no matter how intense it is, no matter how painful it is, no matter how much you don't like it. If you stay with it, ride it through, no judgment, no making it wrong, but become that emotion, then you're knowing it, and it literally lifts and leaves your body. If you're not doing that, you're going to push it back down, and you'll do it this lifetime. It'll continue to keep rising up. If you don't get it done this lifetime, it'll keep happening next lifetime. Okay, so think about this. Energy in motion just needs to be felt and known. When it is, it's freed up. It's gone. Okay. When we push things down, when we have judgments on our emotions, judgments on our feelings, judgments on our beliefs, we push it down. Okay. Here's a big thing that people do. We have these belief systems. Okay. We believe, okay, look at this, look at this. Like I was not raised Catholic, but I was baptized Catholic, did go to some stuff or, through elementary school. Okay. So you have all these beliefs, you're born in sin, you're bad, Jesus died for your sins, or, and you're going to be judged, you're going to go to hell. If you touch your body, if you masturbate, you're going to hell. If you have sex before marriage, you're a sinner. So all of these beliefs, okay, cause us to push things down. But here's the thing. We have emotions. We get angry. Oh, think about this. When you're a teenager, the teenage years, remember that? When, whoa, hormones are flying, your energy is like, it's like intense. Okay. So you get connected with somebody you feel that sexual energy with, or not even sexual, you're just really drawn to, and you start kissing or necking, making out, whatever. And your body's on fire. Okay. So people that have these belief systems, that you're not supposed to have these kinds of feelings, that if you touch yourself, all these beliefs I labeled, will start coming in, and you're going to believe, oh, bad, bad, bad. And you're going to push down your desires. Okay. You're going to push your feelings down. You're going to push everything down because you have these beliefs that it's wrong. Okay. And it's bad. And you're going to be judged for having these feelings. These are natural, normal, healthy human experiences in the emotional feelings when your hormones are going crazy. Okay. It's all natural and normal. The thing is because we have these beliefs that it's bad. We're not supposed to feel this way. We're going to be judged. Okay. So we have these feelings, we push them down. Okay. We're judging ourselves. We don't let these energies move. We suppress them. Okay. So then what begins to happen is we start judging other people that are doing things that we believe or that we, in our minds, thought process believe is wrong or bad or a sin. And we judge others and we make others wrong, we punish them, we hate them. But again, all negative emotions we start pushing down, like we've learned, honor thy father and thy mother. Okay. So what happens when you get mad at your parents as a teenager? I'm telling you straight up, many people actually feel hatred for their parents. Many people wish they were dead. I'm not joking. Those are emotions that if we just let them move out of the body, they'd be gone. But no, we can't have those kind of thoughts, those kinds of emotions. We push them down. Okay. Where is this energy going? It gets pushed down, down, down into our subconscious. And then what begins to happen is we begin to punish ourselves, hurt ourselves, judge ourselves. Okay. Hurt ourselves, hate all of that. It's like we're pushing it down. I must be bad. There's something wrong with me. I'm going to go to hell. I'm not wanted. I don't belong. I'm not loved. And then it internalizes, and guess what begins to happen? Diseases and illnesses, cancer, all kinds of different things start to happen because you're not letting yourself have what naturally rises up within. Here's the thing about an emotion. It's an energy in motion. It is not an absolute. What I mean by that is it's not the truth of your true heart's feelings. In your heart, in the core of who you are, is just pure love and light. That's it. Okay. So when you have a feeling, for example, like I can just use myself. Okay. In my world, my family, my mother and father both kind of like abandoned us. Okay. But when I was 14, my mom came back into in my life because my grandmother who was raising us left. So she came back. And so let me back up. With our grandmother, there were no rules. There was nothing. We were wild. We were feral. Okay. Our entire growing up years till I'm 14. We did anything we wanted, anytime we wanted. Okay. Anything. Walk out the door, not to say nothing. Just go do. We'd go to this place called Valley Fair, shopping mall, go out and run amok with other kids, go out nighttime, ring doorbells and run, get in fights, hurt kids, whatever, whatever. Wild, feral. Okay. So at 14, my mother comes back and she's like, I start to go out the door and she goes, where are you going? I said, I'm going to Valley Fair. She goes, no, you're not. I'm like, I was shocked. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? Who are you to tell me I can't go to Valley Fair? What? But anyway, yeah, she pulled me back in and I friggin' hated that woman, hated her. Okay. So that hatred, got buried inside. And then I also felt sorry for her. So when other things occurred, when my dad stepped in again, we hadn't seen him in years. And then my brother and sister went to live with him. And I felt sorry for my mom, so I didn't leave her. But then I'm living alone for 7 months, okay? Alone. So I was always afraid, hearing noises, hiding under my bed, just intense stuff. But bottom line is this, I had all these emotions with my mom, okay? So later on in my life, when I understood about releasing, then I let all these energies out. So I let myself feel how much I hated her, how much I wish she was dead, all of that. And the beauty in all of that is because it's not the truth. I love her, okay? And I couldn't feel it because all these emotions were on top of it. So as those emotions began to be lifted out by feeling them, then I could feel the love for my mother. I knew she wasn't intentionally trying to hurt us, and my mother was severely wounded. and doing her best. Okay, I got it. So then what happens is there's this pure energy of love and light. Okay, so my point being is that everyone has emotions, negative emotions buried in the subconscious that you're believing are not okay. You can't let yourself have that. Okay, I just want to do another little thing. A client I had when I lived in Auburn, California, she I was trying to get her into some feeling because I could see it in her body, like this massive energy. If she could have let her energy move, her experience would have changed. So she was severely obese, and there was all this hatred of her mother. And I kept trying to get her, this is way back, this is back like in the late 80s, early 90s. And I kept telling her, trying to explain to her, but she couldn't do it. She couldn't let her say the words, or let herself say the words, I hate her. I hate my mother. She couldn't, she just held it down, held it down. But all this suppression, look what's happening. If you push it down, oh, has to go somewhere. So she used food to push energy down. Okay, this is what we do. We use different things to keep these emotions down. So in this time period, we're going to feel the heaviness, okay? But those sparks of light that are coming into our bodies, what we want to do is keep focusing on those little sparks of light rather than the heaviness. Because if we get caught up in the heaviness, it's going to be what we've been living most of our lives, okay? Depression, anxiety, judging of the self, because we have certain thoughts, feelings that we think are not cool, not positive, that we should not be thinking. We have all these self-judgments. We have judgments of other people. We have the good, bad, right, wrong, because we're asleep. We have no sense of what are we doing here? It isn't about just, come into the world, get married, have kids, or whatever that, have relationships and, be in love, and that's it. No, it's about the soul waking up. And in relationship, in intimate relationship, that's where we get activated and triggered the most. And of course, with our parents. Okay. And the higher level teachings are that we use our connection with other, our relationship with other, to get activated so that we can heal these ancient core wounds that are still alive and well in our subconscious, affecting our entire reality. Okay. So when we understand and know that, then we're in relationship, and rather than pointing the finger and saying, you did this, you hurt me, why are you hurting me? Then they're going to say the same thing to you. So it's not about that. It's like when you have a reaction, you understand, oh, that's about me. I'm having a reaction. And guys, you got to get past this whole thing of right, wrong. So you can go to court and win. What I'm saying is that's lower level awareness consciousness. I'm talking higher level consciousness, higher level awareness. That means, accountability, responsibility. Who am I? I'm a soul evolving. I want to wake up. I want to heal and be free of my own angst and my own traumas, my own PTSD, my own hurts, all of that. Okay. I want to be done with that. How are we going to do that? We have to know it. Okay. So we get triggered, activated, rather than going, oh, wait a second, I'm having a reaction. What's the emotion here? Okay. Oh, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling betrayed. I feel unloved. I feel hurt. All right, go in and feel it. Okay. Feel it all the way. And then what happened? Remember, I said open, 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 no more shutting down, open, open. Energy comes up, rises up, leaves the body. Your reactions dissipate, disappear to the point where you don't have them anymore. And that's the honest to God for real truth. Okay. So this blanket of energy that everyone's going to be feeling is going to hit many, many, many deep places in your subconscious. Okay. Think about it. If you got this big old wet blanket on you, okay, heavy, heavy, it's going to start hitting all those places where you're feeling that kind of heaviness, where you feel all your angst. It's going to pull you into those places where you're already holding on to some sort of depression. And remember, depression is basically depressing unfelt emotions. Got it? Now, then there's all the anxiety. Okay, then you got the PTSD. But all these emotions, you're going to be almost like you're swimming or living in your emotions, and it's going to feel like dense and heavy. But the good news is those sparks of light that are coming in truly is like this is what's going to help us to truly unravel and to truly get liberated, because when you're in that midst, what it's doing is it's bringing everything to the surface. Okay. So what I mean by that too is in your life, there's going to be people, situations, events, circumstances, world stuff happening. Everywhere you look, it's going to be hitting those wounded places. Okay. That blanket is keeping you in there, keeping you in your darkness, in your negativity, in your pain, okay, in your suffering. So that blanket's there. Okay. So if we didn't have those sparks of light, we might not want to be here. Okay. If you're already prone to like, I'm out of here, you might be out of here. Okay. But thank goodness, because here we are, we're in it. We're feeling all this darkness, all this energy is coming up. Could be anything whatsoever, anything of negativity. Okay. Then we would be swimming in it. But with the sparks of light, it's penetrating the blanket. What that means is, think about this. If you have a blanket and it's all dark, but then we poke holes in it and then light starts to shine through, that's what's going to be happening with the blanket, so that it's being pierced, making holes in the blanket, so energies can start leaving. Okay, the blanket itself keeps you down, keeps you dense, keeps you heavy. Nothing moves. Those little light energies, those holes in the blanket that are happening because of those sparks of light coming from, the universe, that's what's going to make little holes all over, and then energy starts to come out. So all this dark, let's just say you're going through something where you feel a resentment towards somebody. I'm just throwing something out there. You feel a resentment, okay? So the blanket makes you swim in that resentment, fuming in it, more resentment, building, 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 okay? Oh, ooh, all those sparks of light made holes. Now that resentment, oh, you're no longer just resent. Resentment's leaving, going through the holes, coming out of the blanket. How cool is that? I mean, really, okay? So and again, if you can just the more you can just surrender to whatever emotion you're going through and just have that visual, have that in your mind, have it in your awareness, little holes in that blanket coming from sparks of light, making openings to set you free, to release energy so you're not swimming in it. Then, you can see that, feel that. So when you're going through an emotion, let's just go back to resentment. I'm feeling resentful. Maybe I'm resenting who knows what, okay? It doesn't matter. So the energy can start to leave. And if I see that, know that, remember that, visualize that, then even more energy will start to leave. So whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're feeling, if you let yourself have it, okay, just have it, surrender to it, know that these little holes that have penetrated that blanket, they are releasing all these emotions, it's going to lighten you up in your subconscious, okay? So it's going to be, in some sense, it can be really awesome if you use it, okay? If you don't, you're going to be swimming in resentment, okay? Again, it doesn't matter what the emotion is. You're going to have a lot of emotion happen this month, okay? Again, the wet blanket, it's like you're bound in it, okay? Whatever's in there, you're going to be swimming in it, okay? But again, those sparks of light have like made holes in that blanket is like the salvation, liberation. Thank goodness we got the holes in the blanket. Okay, so no matter what you're going through, there's jealousies and envies and poor me's and hatreds and resentments and, I mean, the list goes on and on about the negative emotions that we feel. And again, rather than trying to keep suppressing, because that's what that wet blanket wants to do. It wants to keep things suppressed. Whoa, hang on, something just presented. Whoa. Okay, hang on. Yeah. It's just like evil. Whoa, got it. Okay. So what's happening too that's contributing to that wet blanket thing is there's a frequency of what I call it's evil, okay, has entered our dimension. I saw this. This was back in 2011. I saw this. And I had, oh, okay, so you don't know me but here's the thing. There's nothing I see that ever makes me get nervous or afraid or whatever, okay? When I saw this energy of this evil coming in to our dimension, I had a moment. I had about maybe 2 seconds of, uh-oh, like that. Then I got a grip. But it came in, so that energy has penetrated our dimension. It is here. and it's in different places. It presented just now because as I was looking at the energy frequency, the darkness of that, and all of a sudden I could feel, part of that energy of evil has come in and it's contributing to that darkness, that blanket that we're experiencing. So all the more reason to let these rays of light, these sparks of light penetrate, because those sparks of light literally disintegrate the frequency of evil. Okay, evil cannot live in light. Okay, shine light on it, cast energy around it, it dissolves. Okay, gone. So you now just know that it isn't just a blanket, a wet blanket with, heavy wet. There's that frequency of evil is in there as well. We don't want that. We can eliminate it. We can stop it. The more we open up to those sparks of light, you can even start calling them in. Hang on a second. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. So you're in the wet blanket. You now know it. You understand it. You also know there's some negative energy that doesn't belong here. That evil frequency doesn't belong here. Now you can do this whenever you think about it, whenever you want, okay? You just echoing out in your thoughts, okay? Calling in the rays of light of the new paradigm, calling in even more. And if you call in even more, just call it, command it, because I'm telling you, you're a divine being, creator incarnate. You have the ability, you have the power to call it in. So you're just calling in more light from the new paradigm, more rays of light, no sparks of light, more sparks of light, more sparks of light. Rain down on me, rain down on me. And it'll happen, and it'll start disintegrating that evil frequency. It'll make even more holes in that wet blanket, allowing for even more negative energies to start leaving your subconscious by allowing yourself to feel them. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what can happen for some of you. Okay, you're going to have these beliefs that you're not supposed to feel hatred or anger or whatever. Okay, let's just use hate. Okay, so you're believing, okay, if I feel hate, then I'm going to have more evil. I'm going to have more darkness. Okay, here's the thing. Remember, I said energy in motion. Energy wants to be in motion, and it leaves the body when you allow yourself to know it, feel it. So rather than buying into the belief that, oh, if I feel that, hold on to it, I'm going to be more. No, have it. Have it all the way with those sparks of light coming in, penetrating all that blackness. Let that energy of hatred, no matter who it's for, who it's with, doesn't matter. Could be your husband, your wife, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your kid, doesn't matter. Okay, got it? Your boss, whatever, doesn't matter. Have it all the way, because it's not an absolute. It's not the truth. It's just an emotional angst. Have it, let it be released, and then it's gone. And then what happens? Whoa, now I feel that love. Now I feel the love for my husband, my wife, my children, my parents, or whoever, okay? My boss, doesn't matter. Now I feel that love, okay? Because the absolute is unconditional love. Negative emotions are not an absolute. They're created through the ego, through misperceptions, conclusions, beliefs about your experience, and taking things personally that have nothing to do with you. Nobody's behavior is about you. Okay, it's them, it's their angst, it's their wounding, it's their misperceptions, it's their hurts, their angers that they're projecting on to everybody else. Exactly what we all do. We're all doing the same thing. Okay, when you get mad at somebody, you blame somebody, you judge somebody, that's coming from you. If you were living from the space of pure unconditional love and light from your core, none of those emotions or reactions or thoughts would be happening. None. I'm telling you. I've proven it thousands upon thousands and thousands and thousands of times, and also in my own personal life. Okay, so intense month, lots of hope, good stuff happening. But remember how to do this. Okay, this is going to be really awesome. It can be very transformational if you work it. Okay, so whatever you're feeling, whatever's happening, in your world, in your emotions, if you have them all the way, remember the energy leaves the body. It's just energy in motion coming out. And then what's left behind is more of your true sense of, that pure love and light, who you actually really are. Okay. So we have some really cool group clearings to support you in all of this. On the 10th, January 10th, the new Paradigm series, Anchoring into the Golden Age. This is going to be huge, okay? This is some paradigm stuff we're going to be doing, okay? And then on the 24th, the new Paradigm series, Meeting 5D Manifestations. Okay. These are really cool things to support you this month in clearing out and unraveling more of your own subconscious wounding so you're able to more step into the new paradigm. Okay. All right. So I want to do a little bit of a clearing activation for this topic, which I love this topic. Okay. Sparks of light. Sparks of light. Okay. Oh, hang on. I'm going to sorry, guys. I can't help myself, but I have to activate more of your negativity, more of your angst, and then activating the light because it'll just make things move faster. Okay. If you don't want it, then stop. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is just right into the subconscious. I'm going to bring in the white flame, Holy Spirit coming in, white flame, white flame, white flame, activating even more of your angst, even more of that energy frequency of darkness, negative emotions, negativity. Yep, the anger, the hatred, the resentments, the blame game, victimization, all of that. So I'm going to activate that with even more light. More light, 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 activating it, waking it up so that it can start to move up and out of the body all the way. And then I'm going to activate the truth of who you are, pure love and light, a divine creator consciousness in human body, your light, pure love, right there, right there, right there. Activating that energy. Sa! There we go. Sa! One more time. Sa! Hua, hua. There we go. There we go. Light, 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 light. Good. All right. Let's enjoy this month and take advantage of it and get liberated.